This is the fifth in a series of training videos for the Essence system as it's used in Virginia. We will go over how to save queries you've created and how to share them with other Essence users. Please refer to Essence training videos number 3 and 4 for how to build and run a query. For this video's purpose, we'll be using a query created by the Enhanced Surveillance team at Central Office to monitor motor vehicle accidents. Once you finalize your search criteria, run the time series option in the bottom of the page. This is the only data view that provides you all of the options for saving and sharing a query. Under the Query Options header at the top left, there's a text box in which to name your query. You can name it anything you'd like, but it's often helpful to include as much detail as possible. From here, there are 6 options for your query. The first button, labeled Save Query, will save all of the parameters you've chosen, including the specific time period. Once saved, your query will appear in the Query Manager. The second button, labeled Create My Alert, will create a widget notification that will warn you of an increase in a specific query or syndrome without having to run the full query. The alert notifications generated by these My Alert widgets appear in the My Alerts tab. The third button is labeled Save Report Query. This option will save your query into the Report Manager tab, which allows you to export trend line graphs and maps into a Microsoft Word template and build standardized reports. The fourth button is Add to My Essence. The My Essence tab is a dashboard that allows you to view multiple queries and types of widgets in the same screen. This can help make data review more efficient, allowing you to monitor various health events and syndromes simultaneously. You can personalize your My Essence dashboard however you like. The fifth button, labeled Share URL, will create a permanent link for a specific time series view. You can copy this information and paste it for future reference or sharing with other users. The last button under Query Options is Publish Report. This option is not currently possible in the Virginia Essence system, so users will be unable to utilize this feature. First, we'll save the query to the Query Manager, as this is likely the option you'll use most often. The pop-up that appears when you click Save Query allows you to edit the name, assign the query to a group, or share with other Essence users. The list of available Essence users is displayed by the user's last name. Your name will automatically be checked as you are saving it to your account by default. If you would like to share it with another user at this time, you can also check their name. The default options will maintain the name you originally entered, group the query as unassigned, and will not share it with any other users. Once you've clicked Save and OK in the next pop-up, you'll be taken back to the time series graph of your newly saved query. To access the saved query now or anytime in the future, go to the Query Manager tab in the menu at the top right of the screen. This will show all queries you've saved as well as the queries that have been shared with you by other Essence users. Queries are listed alphabetically by grouping category and by name. The Query Manager has many useful tools for organizing and viewing queries. We'll go into a little more detail in a later video. For now, we'll view the newly saved query by selecting and clicking Show. Show will pull the query results for the originally saved date range. Show Today will pull the query results for the most recent 90 days, regardless of the original date range saved in the query. Now we're taken back to the time series view for our query. The next button under Query Options is Create My Alert. When you select Create My Alert, a pop-up window will appear. From here, you can edit the name you created, choose to enable the My Alert or not, and select the details of the alert. Records of Interest allows you to query for rare events with small visit numbers. If you check this box, your My Alert will return any results in a line-level format so you can monitor individual visits. If you select Detection, you'll be given a series of ways to refine your alert. We've previously discussed that there are multiple formulae for calculating alerts. We recommend the default option, Regression EWMA 1.2, with a default threshold of 0.05. You can also choose to create an alert based on a minimum number of counts or records in a day, a set number of alerts in a given time, or a set number of consecutive alerts. From here, you can choose to share your My Alert with other Essence users. The default option will not share the alert with anyone besides you. Once you've saved your My Alert and clicked OK, you'll be able to view any future notifications in the My Alerts tab at the top of the page. Until a data value meets the criteria you saved in your alert, nothing will appear in this tab. For example, we just created an alert for our query on motor vehicle accidents. The next time the number of records for this query increases significantly, resulting in a p-value of 0.05, it will trigger an alert and store the notification here. Until then, this tab will remain empty. A future video will cover the My Alerts tab in more detail. The next button under Query Options in the time series view is Save Report Query. Once you click on Save Report Query, a pop-up box will appear. Here you can edit the name, assign a group, or share your query with other Essence users. Once you've clicked Save and OK, you'll be taken back to the trend line graph for your query. You can view your saved report query and export the results into a template in the Report Manager tab in the menu at the top right of the screen. Your query will be under Available Queries. We'll go more in depth about the Report Manager and the options for creating a report in a future video. Back in the time series view, the fourth option under Query Options is Add to My Essence. Once you've named your query and clicked Add to My Essence, a pop-up box will allow you to edit the name and choose the tab where you would like to view the time series graph. Once you've selected a tab and clicked Submit and OK, you'll be taken back to the time series graph. To view your newly saved query on the My Essence dashboard, click the My Essence tab in the menu at the top left of the screen. You can view the tab you selected for your query by clicking on the name underneath the main menu toolbar. We'll go over the functionality of the My Essence tab in more detail in a later video. Back in the time series view for your query, the next button under Query Options is Share URL. When you click this button, a pop-up window will appear with a permanent link to this time series view. You can copy this information and paste it for future reference or sharing with other users. Please note, if you share the URL with others, they must be approved Essence users and have access to the same health district data in order to view the results using the URL. After you've copied and pasted the URL for the time series view, click OK. You can now view the time series trend line simultaneously with another user, or continue reviewing the query results. The most useful selections under Query Options will be the Save Query and Save to My Essence buttons. As mentioned throughout this video, each tab in the main menu toolbar will have its own training video where we'll go more in depth about the functionality. If you have questions about Essence, please feel free to contact the Enhanced Surveillance team at VDH Central Office by emailing syndromic@vdh.virginia.gov.